So this is the Dali train station. This part, Dali, is really not distinguishable from any big city. This is the newer part, obviously. It's a very big city, but the part where we live is rather small and cute with old architecture. So, to give you an impression of the train station in Dali, I've never seen a small train station in China. They are always gigantic. And there's always security checks, like in an airport, where you have to, they scan your luggage and they check your body for weapons and explosives. And here's a big waiting area. Here you can see there's the security check line. Well, but usually there's no problem. And also so if you don't carry weapons, obviously, or whatever. And they always check your ID and passports here. And again, this line. So, we are waiting for a high-speed train now to travel to Zhejiang, about 2 hours to the north. It's a city lay on the foot of the Himalaya, a very old city with interesting history too. So I'm very curious to see that and looking forward. We will stay there for 3 nights and meet friends of my wife. Yeah, and have a good time, hopefully. Like always in China, I've never been disappointed with the friendliness and hospitality of people, and obviously the food. So I will keep you updated. So obviously many people want to visit Lijiang, the city we are going to. So this is the line for the train, where they let you into the train. And much different than in Germany. The Chinese trains are always punctual, always very well organized, punctual, speedy, always in time. You always get a seat because you have to book a seat. So in Germany they just let in as many people as they want, and it's crowded and they're always late. It's totally chaotic. So once I came back from America to Frankfurt airport, and I wanted to go home just 1 hour by train, and it was totally chaotic. I could not get a train. There was no train. The whole system was broken down. So I had to take a taxi, and luckily, so I paid it more than 140 euros for a taxi ride, and luckily I got refunded because I complained to the train company. But this will not happen here. This is super well organized. So this is the famous Chinese high-speed train.
I tell you, when it's C, beginning with C, which means it's not high speed.
Oh, it's not high speed?
D.
Alright, so this is another high-speed train. Okay.
But it's like normal speed.
Okay, it's still fast enough, I guess. number 3.
来，新鲜的米饭。
列车晃得厉害啊，水杯别倒了啊。
注意，前方有连续摄像。
So we arrived in Lijiang, and this city is located at the foot of the Himalayas, and in front of us you can see what the Chinese call the snow mountain. It looks impressive. There's snow on top, and we're gonna check out this city, this place. Of course, it has very famous historical architecture and is a UNESCO World Heritage. There was an earthquake here in 1996 that destroyed about 1/3 of the buildings, but it mostly destroyed modern buildings, and the old architecture
注意，前方有违章摄像。
stayed, like was not destroyed. And I researched that they rebuilt it mostly in the old style, and then it got the status as the World Heritage. Another interesting fact is that
注意，前方有违章摄像。
it has less than 50% Han Chinese and more than 50% minorities as population. Many different minorities. So this place is at a higher altitude, much like Dali is 2,000 meters above sea level, and this is 2,600. So both my wife and my daughter got sick. They didn't feel well, and both had to throw up. So Chinese have everything available, really. They're very comfortable here. So we just bought some oxygen to make them feel better. And I'm gonna try it too. It's the first time in my life that I try this oxygen, because apparently other people have this problem here too. So they sell it in a health store here, drugstore. Pretty cheap. I'm gonna try it.
No, Bobby, you put it on your yeah, yeah.
My nose is too big. This is for Chinese nose design.
You just breathe normally.
Wow, it's good.
我还第一次用这个，长那么大。You feel the difference?
I think so, a little bit. But I'm doing. I'm doing okay. I don't have to throw up. So I have the chance to visit a Chinese kindergarten. From the inside, it's all fenced here, and there are also guards. But my wife's friend is picking up her children, so we have the chance to get inside. And what I'm seeing here is really beautiful. They have little fields here, gleichartig, where they grow crops, and so the children learn, obviously, how to grow these crops. And for me, oh, see, there is, I don't know the English name for that, but
Rettich.
yeah, but it's not English, Rettich. Anyway, so I like that a lot, that the children learn that from a very early age, how to grow these crops, obviously, and also to do gardening and have a connection to the soil, the plants. That's so great.
They grow themselves, the kids.
Yes, the kids grow them themselves. That's, I mean, that's good education in my view. That's something meaningful and useful for later. Apart from that, it's quite big, but I mean, they have nice rooms and a lot of toys, and it's quite tidy. They have a big playground here, sand and all kinds of, you know, things to play with.
你有没有浇水？
交了，但是快要长高了，它们快要老了。
那收获了以后，
萝
卜会给你们吗？
老师说下个星期。
下个星期可以怎么样？
他一个星期要照看他们一次吗？还多？
每个班有1小块田。
妹妹，你们班的不是什么会进的？妹妹，这个是你们班的。
So these very small children already know about a lot about these crops. I'm impressed. I wish German kindergartens had this kind of education. And also there are beautiful plants here and flowers. So they have a wall here for climbing. This big playground outside. Beautiful plants everywhere. Flowers. Guards, kind guards. And here's the gate.
Because it
So,
can happen. In
and
some cities.
since, yes, and since recently bad things happen also in China, not in China only, but in everywhere in Europe, some people have the idea to run with the cars into crowds, and so it happened that in Shanghai, or I don't remember where, someone ran a car into a crowd of children in front of a kindergarten. So this is to prevent this.
这里面是鸡肉吗？一锅里面一只鸡。
就是如果是鸡肉和牛肉，就会提前炖在这个罐子里。好，等一下。谁？干嘛打我？
宝贝，不可以打人的。
不可以。
妈妈教你拿去看哪个第一的手机给你看，可以看20分钟，听到没有？
Obviously, this is the way they cook the chicken in big pots. Only chicken or?
Chicken, beef, anything.
Okay, beef.
Because like someone order the dishes, then they can prepare it.
But this is pig, right? 这是牛肉
Pork, nine. This is beef. No, this is pork.
pork. 猪肉 Okay. So, obviously, we're gonna feast again and have great food. Oh, there's beer available. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wait, those are not for eating. Those are just for beauty. Wow. This is for eating, obviously. So, this will be our table here. Look how they do it. On your table, there's this stove with coal to keep. So will this be hot pot?
It's kind of a traditional hot pot. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Use
nice,
this
nice.
hot pot.
Yes, Naxi hot pot is different. Like use electricity, they use this
Yeah,
to.
they use the coal instead of electricity. So, wow. Well, since I'm here and my wife's friends are extremely kind and nice people, always, like my wife herself, obviously, I take the chance to film a little bit of this restaurant they have. It's very beautifully made. They have a lot of, whoa, Ukraine beer. Interesting. They have a lot of different beverages here. Beer, very nice. Chinese call everything wine. Actually, it's liquor. They call everything that's not beer, they call wine, basically. Everything that's stronger than beer. But they have a big variety. And I don't know what that is.
什么主题的国际会议？
教师教育。
你组织的？
我们部门主负责，我主管。
那这个就是属于科研项目的。
哦，不是，举办这种国际会议，我就是工作人员嘛，不算项目。
但是那我的，看我的科研要求
你说那是参加国际会议？
不是，你要喝是可以，你一直在玩。
I may be repeating myself, but
Yeah.
I want to say there's no way to beat Chinese food, and this is very special because her friend's husband owns this restaurant, and this is all fresh and local, and the way to prepare it here is so great, right on the fire.
我吃过最好吃的火腿。
So this is the best sausage. I'm German, you know, Germans have sausage, but this is the best sausage I've ever eaten.
Very soft.
Yeah, very soft, very nice, very tasty. It's made from the meat that I just filmed outside.
I want to film you.
去给阿缇妹妹拿喝的来，她只能喝这个，其
As
他
I
的不
just
行
said,，
这个或者矿泉水。
you cannot beat Chinese food. And the great thing here is that we have a lot of meat, we have tasty, fresh vegetables, we have sausage, we have
你看这
spicy
个是不是
stuff,
啊？这个
but we
好好吃啊，
barely
你可以
have
尝一下，非常好
carbohydrates.
吃。
And that's very good for my stomach, my digestion. So to eat meat and vegetables and very little carbohydrates, that's the way to go. And that's so good and so healthy and so tasty. I'm really in a food paradise. So dipping it in the coriander spicy sauce. It's like my mouth is having an orgasm.
你放到油管上。
这个我
我们要
到
吸引外国客人。
不是这个我到国外去我也很稀奇掉脸，我吃一直。
So
有一天来了一个
Yunnan province is very
来了一
famous
个
for mushrooms. So they have many different varieties of mushrooms, and what this makes this hotpot taste so full. I've never tasted this full taste.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna
this
put it.
specific mushroom, obviously. So the chef here really knows what he's doing. He's running this restaurant for 15 years, and he has many customers who come all the time here for years to always eat here because it's so outstanding.
哥，不好意思了，给点指
It's a boss. It's a boss. It's the boss of this restaurant.
Yeah,
我
this
应该好好去洗个
wonderful man is the boss of this restaurant, and
烧
he's
烤，这
really
是烧烤。
giving us a wonderful, outstanding experience
It's
here.
both function. You know, the hot
Yeah.
dog with the barbecue.
Yeah, you can do both. You can
pie,
fry,
you
you can
pie.
cook,
Ah,
all
the
on
beef.
cold.
Like, the beef. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
满足
beef.
我的愿望。那就是想吃牛肉。
牦牛肉，牦牛
Ah,
肉
the。beef. 我还以为他带过来那个
这是
大白菜。
猪肉，
我以
辣白
为是泡菜
菜你要吃吗？
牛肉
辣白菜你要吃吗？辣白菜有。
这个是猪肉 pork，
It's a pork. This is a beef.
Yeah, I see.
It's
Wow.
very delicious. Because I just said, oh, I want to try, and then he bring it.
Wow, so great.
好，那我提前饱口福了，我还以为要等到明天，多吃点，多吃点。
这是什么？
这是蘸水，
辣椒面，
这是加水。
自制的秘制的
辣。椒面，It's homemade, very special
spicy spicy powder.
Okay. You know, since I'm in China, I don't really bother to cook myself because there's no chance that I can beat the quality that you can get here for very cheap in the restaurants. There's just no chance. So maybe I will learn it in the future, but first I have to learn decent Mandarin. I'm speaking a little bit now and I understand a little bit, but I really have to improve on that.
It's a very special way to eat beef. A little bit beef, a little bit this vegetable, and with one garlic.
One garlic.
Yeah. Give me one.
好吃，好喝，好玩。
这种吃法又味道又
这个更好吃，
这个才好吃。
这个比刚刚那个更好吃。What do you think?
I can't find more words to describe how good this is. It's just absolutely outstanding. It's the best food I've ever eaten in my life. There's no better way to say this. I'm having an orgasm all the time with my mouth here.
Wonderful people make wonderful food and they also make wonderful children. So cute and so kind, huh? And so sweet.
让他们吃点东西好不好？你问他们两个小妹妹是要吃红薯还是玉米？你可以让问阿弟要不要吃那个。
他在水上煮过了，我也
他没有吃，他没有吃。
你跟阿提拿一个玉米。阿提妹妹想不要吃玉米？这家的玉米很咸。他不想吃，那我们继续去玩好吗？你去跟姐姐要玉米。
So all the children here are immediately so kind with my little daughter, immediately taking on their hands, playing with her. Like in Chinese they call an older child, an older girl, they call older sister. So any girl, any friend, they call an older sister or younger sister. They have different words for that. The same for boys. They call their friends younger brother or older brother. So they are very relational people, and I love that. So if you have a friend and the friend is older than you, you would call him my older brother, or same way, my younger brother if he's younger than you.
没有，他什么都没有吃今天。他什么都没有吃哦。
吃的话，我们可以先画。阿提太漂亮了。
他不会站在大人的角度的，会站在小孩的角度。那你重新拿一个给阿田。
阿提过来，我一直过来。
何雨桐棒棒，何雨桐会调和两个小的笔凳哎，太意外了。去吧，你去坐在阿提旁边。
要给他机会去展现。
何雨桐是最棒的大姐，你会调和两个妹妹的。
Wow. Fresh. Cannot make it more fresh. Wow. So here's the finished product. Cooked fish. Cannot make it more fresh.
Yeah, wild fish in the river, Jinsha
Oh,
River.
that's really from the river.
汤的英语是素。
对，汤的英语是素。
Fish soup.
学校老师
英语。
教的。
对。She is learning English now.
Ah, okay.
So she's trying to speak English with Ati.
Ah, Ati cannot speak English.
Yeah. 阿提不会说英语，他会说德国话。
Oh. You can join them. I'm a bit shy. I'm not a Chinese. Yes.
Like very, very fat Chinese.
Yeah.
We eat very healthy, very good, and we do exercise.
Right. Wow. Yeah, as my wife just said, this is a community. We eat together, we dance together, we make workout together. She said you cannot build a community, you can just join a community. And if you see the children here, like how they immediately take in my daughter, play with her. That's their, I don't know, that's their nature somehow. They are raised that way, and Germans are not raised that way. They don't do that, so it's just a community. That's their communal culture. It's a communal society, not an individualist society. That's the big difference.